going on, gang. If we didn't give a we'll let you crash out, but from one player to the next, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I want you to open up your eyes, man. There's no reason why she commenting on another page, NBA with her eyes and the money tongue out. That's your fiance. Wake up, young brother. Fiancés don't move like that. I ain't never had one of my fucking girls ever lay next to me in the same crib as me under another page, leaving her eyes with the money tongue out.
You ain't never had no girl, so why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. Talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man, y'all.
So it's locked in. Travis Hunter's marriage is done, and the breakup isn't even the real shocker. Before he could wrap his head around losing the woman he thought was his forever, Leanna hit him with a curveball so wild it left him reeling.
And when God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's gonna make you great by how you suffer.
Her brand new engagement photos plastered all over Instagram. And no, this wasn't some throwback to when they got engaged. This was a whole different man. Not just any man either. It was his Jacksonville Jaguars teammate. That's the part that had him spiraling, because if this was true, it meant the betrayal was closer than anyone imagined. Now the internet is on fire, asking the same thing. Who's been lying from the jump? Was Leanna running a game with rules Travis didn't even know about?
I don't do homewrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want that to me. So I ignored him until he was.
And can he bounce back from this kind of public humiliation? If you've been following their messy timeline, you already know rumors about their split have been swirling for weeks. But what's got people glued to their screens right now is a leaked photo drop that first hit Reddit, then flooded every group chat in the sports world. The post went live right before 7 p.m.
You ain't never had no girl, so why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. Talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life. Stop worrying about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man, y'all.
Prime time for maximum chaos. The first picture, Leanna in a fitted white silk dress, cheesing like she just hit the jackpot. The second, his teammate, down on one knee, ring box open. The third, them kissing with that diamond perfectly catching the light like a movie scene.
Come with us to Adopted Cat.
No caption, no explanation, just pure shock value. And the kicker? Leanna is still technically married to Travis, and the man in the pic sure wasn't him. The comments were a split between love and shade, friends congratulating her, others hinting she left a toxic situation, and a few throwing jabs like, "We been knew." That's when people realized she wasn't hiding this. She was announcing she had moved on. But here's where it gets messy. Insiders say Travis found out exactly the same way the rest of us did, online. And when he saw it, he lost it.
Going on, gang. If we didn't give a we'll let you crash out, but from one player to the next, I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but I want you to open up your eyes, man. There's no reason why she commenting on another page, NBA with her eyes and the money tongue out. That's your fiance. Wake up, young brother. Fiancés don't move like that. I ain't never had one of my fucking girls ever lay next to me in the same crib as me under another page, leaving her eyes with the money tongue out.
The next morning, he rolled into the Jaguars facility late, stone-faced. No greetings, no dap-ups. Just walked straight past the press into the locker room and headed for that teammate's stall. Folks inside say it wasn't a calm talk. It was straight up shouting. And it wasn't, "How could you?" It was, "How long?" Which tells you Travis didn't doubt something happened. He just didn't know it had been going this deep.
When God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's gonna make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
No punches thrown, but the yelling was loud enough to make the building freeze. Within an hour, Travis was gone. Skipped team meetings, skipped practice, and by that evening he was on an Instagram purge, unfollowing the teammate, the fiance, and even the head coach. Then came the late night Instagram live. Midnight, hoodie up, no lights. Sat there in silence for almost a full minute, then quietly said, "Y'all think you know people." That's all. Ended it. But the comments blew up instantly. Snake emojis, the teammate's name spamming the feed, fans begging him to spill more. You could see it in his face. Tears, shaking, looking like he was one word away from breaking down completely. This wasn't just heartbreak, this was soul-crushing. And just when you think it can't get worse, here comes another twist. Word is Travis and Leanna are allegedly expecting a baby. No official announcement, but the whispers online have been getting louder. A blind item even claimed they're keeping it quiet because of how ugly things have gotten, with Travis's own lawyer reportedly demanding a paternity test before the divorce moves forward. To make it weirder, not long ago they posted a cutesy TikTok, "Come with us to adopt a kitty," showing them picking out a cat together. At first glance, harmless. But scroll down and you'll find the real comments. People questioning if it was a genuine moment or a calculated PR stunt. One fan wrote, "She was just crying saying she was done. Now they're buying a cat? Who's getting the cat in the divorce?" That one clearly hit a nerve. Travis actually replied, "Believing that rumor is crazy. LOL." And that's the sting. Travis defended her every single time, which made her blindsiding him with an engagement to a teammate before their divorce was even finalized feel like a dagger. But oh, the rabbit hole goes deeper. Old clips have started resurfacing, and they're not aging well. Like that post-game celebration last season against the Titans, instead of running to Travis first, Leanna went straight to that teammate, hugging him before she even looked at her own husband. Back then, folks joked it was Team Mom energy. Now, not so funny. Or the charity gala where she showed up alone, made a beeline for his table, and stayed there until cameras dipped. Former players are speaking up too. One analyst says whispers started months back. After practice, the teammate would hang around, saying he was waiting for a ride, and that ride was almost always Leanna. And here's where the math starts looking suspect. Just 2 weeks before their engagement went public, that same teammate signed a multi-year contract with guaranteed money. Right after that, Leanna's social media shifted. Fewer Travis pics, more cryptic captions about new chapters and choosing happiness. Now people are asking, did she wait until he locked in that payday before making it official? And if that's true, was Travis the only one in this story who didn't see it coming? Because, let's be real, this isn't the first time Leanna's been caught up in rumors. Just last year, a blind item came out claiming, "Everyone knows that the significant other of this A-list athlete calls him a cuck when he's not around," and she kept trying to hook up with the much older, beyond famous rapper. That blind item was never confirmed, but honestly, it didn't shock anybody. If anything, it just made people more certain that Travis and Leanna's marriage was doomed from the jump. Fans didn't have to dig far before they were pulling up old pics and videos of Leanna in some seriously questionable situations. And the wildest part, all of it happened while they were already together. It was bad enough for Travis to have to see that mess go viral, but the real gut punch, he became the running joke online. The "don't be like this guy" example every time men were warning each other about gold diggers. And when Bo Wow, who had been minding his own business, popped up with marriage advice, yeah, you knew it was getting real. He told Travis straight up to open his eyes that Leanna was only in it for the money and clout. He wasn't just telling him to leave, he was warning him to protect himself. And now that Leanna's been exposed for hooking up with his own teammate, all those old videos are coming back with a vengeance. Then came the moment that broke the internet, Leanna's TikTok. She posted herself crying uncontrollably, with some dramatic motivational audio playing in the background like she was auditioning for a heartbreak montage. It blew up instantly, over 1 million views, and the comments were a war zone. Some were offering sympathy, some were hyping her up, but plenty were calling her out for what it was. A soft launch of the divorce, a staged woe is me moment to paint herself as the victim. One person flat out wrote, "Why you crying? You cheated." Another said, "She running her exit plan already." And here's the sneaky part. Those comments didn't last long. She deleted the ones calling her out and left only the love and support. That's when people started connecting dots. Something wasn't lining up, and it looked like Leanna was hiding way more than she was showing. Travis himself ended up confirming a lot of those suspicions on that late night IG Live, and suddenly everything made sense. The times she hinted Travis wasn't her type, the cryptic posts, the deleted DMs, the whispered late night calls to mystery men, but now the stakes are higher. Because if she really is pregnant, this isn't just messy gossip. This could turn into a financial disaster for Travis. The big question, does she walk away with half of everything he's worked for? And with the season about to start, there's talk that Travis's agent is quietly reaching out to other teams to explore trades before kickoff. If he bails, Jacksonville doesn't just lose a starter. They lose the defensive anchor that holds half their scheme together. Even other NFL players have been subtly siding with Travis, liking tweets that shade the teammate, which in league culture is basically a public diss. And then came the ugliest twist yet. A local beat reporter claims Leanna's engagement post wasn't spur of the moment at all. She allegedly timed it for when she knew Travis would be at a charity event surrounded by cameras, meaning this wasn't just betrayal, it was premeditated humiliation. So now it's bigger than just a divorce. People are wondering if this whole thing was in motion from day one. Did she and the teammate start sneaking around months ago? Or was this an inside job from the very beginning? Until someone from that locker room spills, all we've got is that haunting last image. Travis Hunter sitting alone in the dark, hoodie pulled tight, watching the woman he built a life with slip a ring on another man's finger, while the entire world watched. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because trust me, this story isn't over yet, and you won't want to miss what's coming next.